Hey now, I am Mariano Ladida Mendez. Today I figured I'd make a video for the aspiring DJs. I've noticed in the last year, maybe year and a half, the trend of DJs going back to vinyl is really popping off. And so I thought, let me check out what turntables are going for nowadays. A little bit about my background. I've been DJing since the late 80s, 35 plus years. And I currently own maybe 24 turntables. But that is in large part because I used to run an organization called Texas Scratch League. We would have cut sessions all over the place in Texas, and I bought a bunch of turntables for those cut sessions. So my opinion is based on all of the turntables that I've ever used, borrowed, owned, sold, and I am a full-time DJ, so a lot of my opinion is based on, can I recoup from the purchase of a turntable? I'm going to offer my opinion on certain brands of turntables that are made for DJs. I hope that that community of brand of fans don't get too upset with me. Vestex fans, I'm looking at y'all. So without any further ado, let's just jump into this. First up, the Reloop RP 4000 MK2 direct drive DJ turntable. Now, a little bit about this turntable. I had a family friend get into DJing recently. Without talking to me, they wanted to be very honorable and noble and figure it out on their own. They bought a pair of these, and I went by and checked them out. Fantastic turntables. These turntables are awesome for the beginner DJ. These are not meant for the veteran DJ. Veteran DJs know what to do with the turntable. They might be a little bit more rough. They might be gigging more often. These are going to go in flight cases. They're going to go in the back of trunks. They're going to go in clubs and bars. So for a gigging DJ, this is not the turntable for you. But if you're a beginner DJ, the Reloop RP4000, great turntable, awesome. But for $460, I'm going to say not worth it. It's a great turntable, but after tax, this says free shipping. If you can't find it for free shipping, plus a 2-year warranty, another $50 almost. I believe that there are better, affordable turntables for beginners. For example, Gemini makes this really good, the Gemini Sound TT5000 high torque direct drive turntable. I had a homie who had a lot of records and bought this turntable for their living room. And so naturally, when I'm over, I see the turntable and I just start messing with it. It's legit. Good pitch control, good start stop button. It works well. It did what it was supposed to do. This is a good turntable for $330. 2-year warranty, about $35, free shipping. If you're a beginner DJ or a hobbyist, or maybe even an audiophile, this is a good beginner's turntable for any of that. I would say that the construction on it, probably not for gigs, but if it's for your home studio or you're just learning, just practicing, you have a light-handed touch. One of the most important things about DJing when you first start is hand control. How do you control the vinyl? How do you control the record? Even if you're on Serato, you still need to know hand control. This is a good turntable for that. $330, worth it all day, in my opinion. Worth it all day. Now, this is a fun turntable. Let me say something. Reloop is making amazing motors right now for turntables. If you want a legit motor, start looking at Reloop. If you're a veteran, you know what to do with the turntable. Reloop has fantastic motors. I'm just going to say that. This Reloop 7000 is pretty awesome. It's great. This is meant for gigging DJs. In my opinion, some of the construction isn't great on it. The feet don't feel very solid. They don't feel like Technique 1200 feet. They don't feel like PLX 1000 Pioneer feet. They feel sort of, a bit on the affordable side of the feet. Motor quality, platter quality, pitch control amazing. $539, so you need to buy a pair. Let's see, what's a 2-year warranty? $60. That's another $120. So you're looking at close to $1,400. Plus, you need some cases if you don't already have them. maybe $1,700, $1,800 for a pair with cases with a 2-year warranty. This says free shipping. I'm going to say they are worth it. You just should leave them in your cases when you're DJing, if you're gigging out. If you're a new DJ, this is a good turntable as a step up. I'm going to say $539. They're worth it all day. Here we go. The Vestex PDX A2S. I had one of these back in, I believe, the late 90s, early 2000s. Fun turntable. I remember that it was a great motor, great pitch control, just a solid turntable. Vestex became just sort of legendary amongst turntablists. And, this is no different. This is the beginning of the Vestex era right here, one of their first turntables. Great. $551. There is no warranty. It doesn't say anything about, shipping is another $125. You're looking at almost $700 for one turntable. As a gigging DJ, I need to recoup on my investment. I'm going to say these aren't worth it for DJing. This is great for a hobbyist or a collector. If you're a collector of Vestex turntables, this is amazing. Go for it. But if you're trying to earn a living from DJing, these aren't the turntables for that. Let's jump into another Vestex turntable right here. A pair of Vestex PDX 2000s. So I have owned 8 pairs of these. No, 4 pairs. I've owned 8 of these, 4 pairs. I never bought them new, but let me just say, these were the first turntables that I got that made me feel more creative. If you think Goldie Awards, if you think Red Bull 3 style, if these turntables were brand new during the Red Bull and Goldie Awards era, these would be amazing. They have reverse switches, ultra pitch. I loved these turntables. They were fantastic for turntablists. In love with them. So much fun. Great turntables. But every single pair that I bought or sold, I either bought them for between $300 and $500 for a pair, or sold them between $400 and $500 for a pair. So close to $1,000, and that's a price drop. That was actually a price drop. These do not have any kind of warranty. For gigs, I'm going to say no, this is not worth it. $981. Great turntables for hobbyists. Again, if you're a Vestex collector, fantastic turntable. If you want to be in your bedroom coming up with routines and have ultra pitch, fantastic turntable. $981 for a gigging DJ, not worth it. All right, let's do a Big Mama here. This is Big Mama right here. Pioneer DJ PLX CRSS12. Extremely fun turntable. It's like having 3 turntables in one, okay? So for $1,600 to have 3 turntables in one, you would say, hey, that's about $500 a turntable. Probably worth it. But if you're a gigging DJ and you're going to put them in cases in your trunk, they're going to be moved from your home studio to the venue, spilled drinks, drunk people, you might get intoxicated yourself. These can easily slip out of your hands. $1,600, you need a pair, so over $3,000, 2-year warranty. $130 for one, so you need 2 2-year warranties. Cases, I don't know, I'm already lost in the math. Was that $4,000 for a pair of turntables with 2-year warranty? And you're trying to recoup on this. You better be getting paid more than $400 on a Saturday night at the bar for this turntable. I'm going to say for a gigging DJ, not worth it. Fun, well-built, amazing turntable. But if you're trying to earn a living, this is not it. This is not it. If you're a hobbyist and you have the cash, dope turntable. I love it. I'm not going to buy it for gigs. All right, let's check out the Pioneer PLX 1000. My favorite turntable. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I love the Pioneer PLX 1000. $735 for one. I believe when I bought mine 10 or 11 years ago, they might have been $550 or $600. Yeah, brand new. If they have a warranty somewhere on here, I'm sure the warranty's under $50 for one. Get you some cases. Great motor. Great pitch control. I just love everything about the Pioneer PLX 1000. $735. You need a pair. $1,500 plus cases plus warranty. I mean, they're worth it. In my opinion, Worth it all day, especially for gigging DJs. If you're a turntablist, you're going to love it. If you love to blend and do mashups and work with stems, you're going to love the pitch control. You're going to love the motor. This is amazing. Worth it all day. Let's check out the granddaddy of them all. Techniques. The SL 1200 MK7 direct drive. Almost $1,300. 2-year warranty, $110. You still need cases. This says it comes with cases. Okay. So for me, I enjoy ultra pitch. I enjoy the reverse switches on the Vestax and the Reloop 8000, I think they are. Techniques, I don't think they ever really dove headfirst into the DJ community. These are mainly audiophile turntables. I think that these prices are being jacked up because of audiophiles. If you're an audiophile because you want to collect records and you love music, fantastic. But if you're an audiophile trying to tell people that $5,000 XLR cables are the way to go, or a $50,000 receiver is the way to go, you're the one jacking up the prices on these techniques. Almost $1,300 plus a 2-year warranty. I'm going to say not worth it. I love Techniques, classic, legendary brand, but at this price point, it's just not worth it for a gigging DJ. You can do so much more at this price. Let's do one more. The Reloop RP 8000 MK2s. Let me just say something. These are not for normal DJs. If you are a performance DJ, a turntablist, Goldie Awards, Red Bull 3 style, the DMC, if you are super creative and you have a little bit of music theory knowledge, these turntables are simply amazing. Greatest motor there is on the market today. Right now, greatest motor. They have a platter play function that is astonishing. If you know music theory, you will love the platter play function. These things are amazing. Ultra pitch. It's got a reverse switch. Just amazing, hands down. In my opinion, currently on the market, greatest turntables for performance turntablist type of DJs. $1,000. I bought mine a little bit cheaper a couple of years. I think it was $700 or $800. I'm gonna still say at $2,000, this is a good investment, because if you're a performance DJ, they're paying you to perform. You're probably making about as much or more as a Saturday night DJ. All these other DJs that are gigging for 4 hours a night, you're probably making what they're making in 30 minutes. This is a good turntable for performance. Put them in a case, load them up, travel with them. If you're a performance DJ, you know how to care for turntables, so you'll be very aware of what is happening to these when you're performing, drinks, crowds, trunks, cases. You'll be careful with these. $2,000 for the pair plus cases. This is a 2-year warranty for $100 each. Worth it all day. I mean, the amount of routines, as creative as you can be, great turntables at the price. If you're performing, good turntable, absolutely worth it. Well, there you go. That's my opinion on the current DJ turntable market. This opinion is aimed towards beginners who are just now getting in the game, or veterans that are looking to reinvest in a newer turntable. What are your thoughts on some of these turntables? Let me know in the comments below. I am Mariano La Di Da Mendez. Peace out.